Hello, welcome back to Bob's Little Sports Shop. I'm Jeremiah, and today we're going to be talking about factor 2 of 12 in Dr. Ashby's 12 factors of arrow penetration. Today's topic is perfect arrow flight. So, when we're talking about perfect arrow flight and how it affects penetration, it would be pretty obvious that if our arrow was flying like this, it's losing a lot of energy. It's not carrying the energy from the bow to the target at least as efficiently as it could. So we're going to talk about a couple different things that are going to affect your perfect arrow flight. And if you can achieve perfect arrow flight, or at least close to it, that's definitely going to affect your penetration on the target end. So first thing we'll talk about, spine. I've had some people try to play around with the spine of their arrow when it comes to arrow weight. They try to use the spine to try to get more arrow weight. I'll tell you that as it relates to this factor of penetration, you don't want to use the spine to gain more weight on your arrow. Speaking of which, this arrow that we're using is a Easton 6.5 Hunter Classic, and we have blazer vanes on it. So anyway, you don't want to use the spine of the arrow, even though as you stiffen the arrow, you go to a stiffer spine, you are going to pick up some more GPI, grains per inch, and overall arrow weight, and that's not the way to increase your weight. So the arrow we have here is a 500 spine, and if the arrow is properly spined for your draw length, your draw weight, your insert weight, and your point weight, as long as it's properly spined for those factors, you don't want to mess with the spine. If you want a heavier arrow, go to an arrow with a heavier GPI. You can knock tune. You can make sure that your vanes are all set up correctly. Make sure that they're all aligned the same on each arrow. You can weigh your arrows to make sure they're the same. That's going to help, at least with consistent flight. And then also the paper tune. You can always use a paper tuner to try to help you out. In some cases, a lot of people recommend a bare shaft tune, and there's a lot of different things you can that go into that, and different variations of how people bare shaft tune. We won't get into that today, but that is another way of making sure you have perfect arrow flight. Lastly, of course, your form. Your form is going to affect your arrow flight because you are the trigger on that, and you are the firing mechanism of your bow. Assuming that you're shooting a vertical bow, you are the firing mechanism of that bow. So it's very important that your form is good, and whatever you got to do to hone that form, that's going to be really important, because that's going to affect your perfect arrow flight. And that is the factor number 2 of 12 in Dr. Ashby's 12 factors of penetration. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a like and hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, give us a comment what you'd like to see, and see you next time.